perfect, just as we start.
Just as we start, the boys start up the bikes. Hopefully we can see them in the background, eh?
Yeah.
They rip up this street.
Give them a little vroom vroom.
I'm surprised.
Oh, stalled it.
No.
Nice one.
All right, while they're getting their act together, we'll get our act together and start the video, eh? So it's been a little while since we've done a wash and talk.
Yeah, but we only do wash and talks when we've got stuff to tell people, right?
We do. We got a lot to talk about today.
So I've just spent the last 3 hours doing a waterless wash.
It's your new favourite. Oh, gee.
Well, the Subi spends all of its time in the garage, right? It doesn't go anywhere. But what happens is over time, a couple of weeks, I haven't driven it for about a month, this dust just lies all over the car. So I did a nice waterless wash, got it all cleaned up, another little sneaky layer of bee maker.
Yeah.
And we're washing this car because we've got to go take some photos, eh?
We got a photo shoot tomorrow, don't we? I actually texted you last night saying, oh, here comes a bike. Beginner driver, I think, eh? You reckon? Yeah, just learning. Just getting the handle on the bike today. Yeah. Got all the safety equipment on.
Yep.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's in safe hands down there. What is he doing?
Oh no. Bye.
Anyway, so we need to get the two cars in top shape, right? Because both the... You're right, you're a bit distracted.
Feed it the fat.
Yeah, he's a beginner rider.
Ooh.
He's come around to visit his mates and basically he's gone, oh, can I have a turn on that? They're like, yeah, you've ridden before, eh? No. What do?
Oh no, they usually say, yeah, I've ridden a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm
only a couple
I'll take it easy.
A couple of times, a couple of times. Oh, standing up now.
So anyways, so the plan today is to get the cars in order. Your WRX is looking absolutely beautiful in there now.
Until we open the garage and the spiderwebs go everywhere.
It's quite funny because it's driven exactly 0 kilometres since the last wash.
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah, it has.
There's nothing beats cleaning a clean car.
This one hasn't been washed in quite some time.
This is not a daily driver, right?
It's not.
This is a daily beater.
Yeah, it is. This is just a family car. My wife drives this most of the time, and it is filthy. We've gone probably.
That has got mud on it.
Yeah, I know.
Not off-roading.
Nah, not off-roading, but it's filthy. So we're trying a different soap today, or revisiting a different soap.
We've got G-Technic G-Wash in there.
Yeah. So we're not going to talk too much about the soap today, but
just foam the car down.
Just going back through the cycle, right?
Yeah, you got to turn the purginator on.
Yeah, I know. I don't want it to distract us. Ooh, imagine trying to film a video with that.
Ooh, she's thick.
Gun it. Ooh. Not quite.
Are you new here?
I'm new here. Call me the apprentice. Hang on, that fella told me I was meant to phone from bottom to top, didn't he?
Yeah, bottom to top.
Always got to listen to the commenters.
Yeah, always read what the bottle says, bottom to top.
Don't listen to that either, just foam however you want to foam your car.
It's quite runny.
Purginator off. We would typically set up a separate wheel bucket too and do the wheels first, but I just found on this Tesla that even if you leave it weeks and weeks between washes, there's just so little brake dust on there that we can kind of touch it at the end of our wash process.
I think Koch Chemie GSF's slicker than this.
Yeah, this has a really nice smell to it. Do you know what? The smell of this actually reminds me of the auto car wash, not the auto car wash, the wash world we went to recently.
Well, every car these days, every soap that's coming out has got this cherry scent. So
yeah, and this has got that cherry scent.
This is just cherry scented.
So that's it.
It's not too thick on here, but GSF is slicker. I think GSF's a better soap.
Yeah, the thing we've just got to come to terms with GSF is the cost per litre, right?
So it's $50 odd for a litre of soap.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
which is crazy. So
Because it's only like another $20 odd and you could buy a gallon of most soaps.
No, so a gallon of GSF, when we work that out, is like 180, 190. So what's a gallon? 3.78 litres.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're asking us right now what soap to buy and money wasn't an issue,
Go get yourself some GSF.
GSF is the one. And I made a mistake. I haven't filled up our buckets here with warm water, eh?
My hand is freezing already.
Yeah. Well, it's what, the 4th day of winter here in New Zealand as well.
So what do you reckon, over the last 6 months? You've been detailing cars? Oi!
Yeah.
Nice one.
He's not a beginner.
He's not a beginner.
Yeah, so the last 6 months or so, I've probably detailed probably 6 cars.
Welcome to the neighbourhood.
Good luck making a video today, eh?
So you detailed 6 cars or so. You and I have detailed a couple of cars together. And the last one we did was Chris's car.
Yep. So we have probably done, between us over the last 12 months, we would have done probably 10 cars. And when we're talking detailing, we don't mean washing the car. That's been our full process, right? So it's been a full 4-5 days. At times we've done 6-7 days, depending on what type of vehicle we've got and how quick we've wanted to work through it. But that's our full decontamination of the car. That's our paint correction, ceramic coating, at times taking the wheels off the cars as well. So we've got some serious hours under our belt with the Rupes polishes, ceramic coating, everything else that goes with it.
And we've both sort of come to the realization that maybe this could be a viable option for us to open up a website and get some clients to come through and make a bit of money doing exactly what we do on our own vehicles.
Yeah, I mean, because the majority of those vehicles that we've done have been paid, right? And it's just been a word of mouth thing. So we've been thinking, okay, if we've managed to drum up some business just through word of mouth, if we're actually to put some effort into it and actually try to get our names out there, I mean, the goal through this directly wouldn't be to turn it into a full-time gig, but it'd certainly help with the bigger picture of where we see Omni Garage going, right?
I also think that if we start detailing other people's cars, we can then sort of pour more money into Omni Garage, we can pour more money into the products that we want to buy, we can start to buy some bigger ticket items, maybe like with a shop in mind eventually. But at the moment, we can't do this solely off YouTube's revenue, right?
No, absolutely not. I think the thing that we've really realised is probably an opportunity is we've gone around to detailing businesses and we've had a look at a lot of websites and the offerings are complex, right? Not a whole lot of people seem to be too willing to display prices up front and be really transparent for a customer, or let the customer know what type of products will be used, what type of coating would be used. And I find it just confusing looking at some of these websites. We want to change that.
We want to make it really simple for them because that's what we've done. We've gone through and tried tons of products. We've done the hours. We've worked out what the client not necessarily wants, but we worked out what's the best option for the client. And so we just give them 1 or 2 options. Here it is. Display the price and be done with it. So there's no sort of secret to the industry, right?
We don't want to nickel and dime it either, right? We want to make sure that we're enjoying the process, which means using the products that we like to use. But the products that we like to use are the ones that we've found to be the best for what we're trying to achieve as well, right?
I also think it will also give us a platform having the regularity of cars coming through to actually go and get new products and try them out.
Try different things.
You know, you can't be using a polish all the time, trying different ones out if you haven't got cars to try them on, right? Once we've corrected our cars, that's it for 2 years. So it's also, I think it's a nice little thing that we'll have available to us to be able to use that sort of platform to try out some products as time goes on, right?
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to help in that respect. I think the way that we kind of want to pitch ourselves is we want to be really transparent on what we use, what actually goes into the process, because you can watch our YouTube videos and see us doing this, right? So you can see the level of care that we put into our own vehicles. We want to transfer that across to customers' vehicles as well.
And there's nothing worse than having this anxious decision about which car company or which kind of company, which sort of automotive company you're going to go to look after your vehicle, right?
I think
you know, you try and find the tyre guy, so you go and you try 3 or 4 tyre guys, and every time you go, it's like, oh, so anxious, like, are they going to stuff something up? Are they going to get the job done properly? And am I going to be disappointed? And so you end up trying all these different companies, and it's about the 6th or 7th time that you actually you kind of get it right.
Yeah.
And I understand that people that don't know too much about car industry, that can be an anxious decision. And so for us, everything that we do is available to the public on YouTube, right?
Well, it is. We've been publishing for years on there.
So go there, have a look on the channel, and what you get
is going to be the same as what you've seen us do previously.
Exactly.
But better, right? Because as time goes on, we
will
hone our
be
skills a bit
able,
more.
yeah, exactly. And new products will come out, and we'll be able to develop it further again. But I think that's the next biggest step for Omni Garage, and I think it's at a time now where I think it makes sense for us. We still have our Monday to Friday jobs. We still have our regular income coming in, and so if we don't get any people for 6 months, well then we don't.
So be it.
So be it. We also don't lose out either, you know. And so we've managed to factor that in to when we have people turn up to get their correction done, and that will be happening after hours. And we've tried it a couple of times, and we know that definitely works.
So one of the more frustrating things that I think I would find as a customer is that if I was out looking to get a paint correction done on my car, or I knew I wanted to get a ceramic coating done, is these companies offer, like I've seen one particular company in Auckland, and you need to choose between a 2, a 3, a 5, a 7, an 8 or a 10-year ceramic coating. And as a customer, they've all got different price points. How do you know which one you should be doing, or the differences between them? Or is that company simply trying to upsell you to the one that, you know, sounds the best?
Well, people also need to be educated on what ceramic coating really means. And so if you go back to the channels, we explain it. Yes, it's going to be bonded to the paint for so long, but over time your car's going to get scratched, it's going to have grime and stuff on it, it's going to need to be mechanically and chemically decontaminated
again.
And that's roughly about 2 years if you're daily driving your vehicle every year.
Yeah, because you get things like tar, right?
So to be sold a product that gives you 10 years, people think, oh, 10 years, I don't need to wash my car for 10 years.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Absolutely not how it works, and I don't feel like these companies do a great job at explaining that, because they're charging more for the 10-year
No, but
product.
it's like when you buy a new car, right? You go to the Ford dealership and they say, would you like this Duracell or Dura something on the paint? They take it around the back, they slap it on, and then you drive away, and it costs you $2,000.
Yeah, and they do that in the same day.
Yeah.
Well, probably within a couple of hours.
So I feel like transparency, being honest about what actually happens is the way that we're trying to do things here. We're no hidden secrets here. Everything you can see is available, and we're just going to be straight up, and that's what we're going to try and do.
And it's not saying that we won't offer different packages down the line, but what we want to do is we want to offer a correct and protect package, right? So that's, you bring your car to us, you have to select how many levels of correction you want. Do you want a multi-step, a single step?
You only get one with us, and that's the best that we can give you.
Exactly. So your car is going to leave at the absolute highest quality that we can achieve safely, and it's going to be protected at the same time, and you don't need to choose which product. We'll do that for you by product of having tried with dozens and dozens of cars.
And then we'll offer you a maintenance wash package, and we'll give you an interior package, and that's basically all you need. You don't need 30 different packages for the same thing. So pretty much, what do you reckon? A month or so ago, I said to Glenn, you took me out for a beer, eh? Because I told him Omni Garage was rubbish.
You're having a bit of a downing day.
I basically said that we've been putting in very little effort, right, into Omni Garage, and either we have to accept two things. We either have to accept the fact that
Very little effort?
Yeah.
Lots of effort.
No, we're putting in very little effort. We're publishing like once a month.
Yeah,
Twice a
okay,
month.
yep.
So I said basically, we either have to accept the fact that we're just going to plateau, because the views and everything have just plateaued. So we'd have to accept the fact, are we happy for that to plateau?
Plateau in very small, slow growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So put in minimal effort, we plateau, and we'd be happy with that. And Omni Garage probably, yeah, you're right, wouldn't really grow that much. Or do we put in a ton more effort and see what happens? So I basically gave us a couple of months. I said, let's push on for a couple of months. Let's double the amount of effort we're putting in. So we've been publishing 2 or 3 times a week, and let's see what kind of results we get. And so far, our views have gone up, our money that YouTube has paid us has gone up, our subscribers have gone up, and basically, I checked the other day, we're up to 102% growth.
Well, the enjoyment's gone up too, right? Because you're actually seeing people watching the content that we make.
That's a real nice thing to know that we put in double the amount of effort, we've got the double amount of enjoyment and the double amount of results from that.
Yep.
So that was tick number one. So that's pretty much proven to us. We work a bit harder, we get a bit more out of it.
Yeah,
and
I think
think
same night that we had a chat about, hey, we're doing all these details. Why don't we actually like start thinking about how?
So that was the next thing. I said, well, within that 2 months, let's design this website. Let's get a website going, and within that 2 months, let's publish the website and put it out to the world there, and see if we can get some clients to come and get detail. So we're a month and a half away from really doing that. Oh no, we've been doing it for about a month, right?
Yeah, we have.
So we've got another month left before we commit and put that out there. And and when we're in no rush, I just put a time frame on it, because if we don't have a time frame on it, we don't get anything done. So
we'll be a bit lazy about it, right? So it's put a bit of internal pressure.
2 months gives us that time to develop the website, get it out there. If it's not ready within 2 months, we won't put it out in 2 months. But we've got to work to a time frame so that we can actually achieve something. So that's where we're at, and that's why these cars are getting a clean, because we need to go and take some photos tomorrow when that sort of sun comes down, that golden hour, which is roughly about now. Take some photos, design. We'll put the photos onto the website so that we can design it in a way that we enjoy. And that website's going to be created with all the things that annoy us when we go and buy products, and when we go and look for websites and companies, all those annoying things, we're going to try and remove those.
Yeah, correct.
And make it easier for you guys and enjoy it for you guys.
So we're basically just working through a bit of an internal list that we've made, right? That's ticking off a few jobs, hence why we thought, okay, let's get these cars done today. We've got a nice day ahead of us tomorrow. We'll go get our photos done, as you said, and that just ticks off another job along the way to help.
And those photos are going to be used to basically be descriptive for the packages available that you guys can buy, right?
Well, because these, I guess the reason we're shooting these two cars is because we have performed that correct and protect package that we're going to offer on both of these cars, right? So what better cars to take photos of than...
And these are the cars that you and I have, these are the cars that you and I want to show off, and these are the cars that people on our channel are also seeing as well. So it's sort of, it makes sense for these to be available.
And during that that beer that we're having, the other thing that we're talking about is to, like, why don't we, gee, this press off spray drove me nuts. Why don't we give this a go and actually put this out to the world? We talked about the fact that it's just so relevant to the channel, right? The channel, the core was probably built on detailing. So for us getting customer cars in, it gives us a whole range of new vehicles, products that we can take videos of. We can hone our processes even more and share that with the world through the channel, right? So,
well, it also gives us a platform.
It does.
It gives us a platform to be able to create this. And I think what happens is we have this YouTube following, and that YouTube following can funnel into the correct and protect business side of things, but also the business side of things can follow back into YouTube.
It'll help justify some of the things that we want to buy to try and share as well, right? So the likes of the Viper chair is a good example. It's a pretty pricey thing that you've got to have the funds to buy that, right, to then go and make the content and share that with the world. And there's a whole range of detailing products that we want to try that this will enable us to do so, really.
It just adds another little ability for us to have a little bit more money coming into the business, so that we can go and take our content to the next level, buy the things we want. We can maybe get a shop and really branch out that way. And the only way we're going to do that is by generating some form of income.
Exactly, because you can't fund it all from the day job, right? You've got bills to pay at the same time. So if we can kind of turn the passion into the business, then I think it's going to be quite a fun little project that we set out on.
Don't get me wrong, we're going to have to put a lot of effort into that, and growth is going to be pretty slow.
Oh, we're not going to launch this website and expect to have customers day one, right?
No.
But because we've got the channel and YouTube generating a little bit of income for us, we can support the Shopify store and whatever costs are associated with that, insurance, etc., that we're going to need for the business.
Correct.
Without requiring customers to come through the door. You know, we're not opening a shop day one, so the pressure for us is going to be minimal.
And the other thing is we've managed to, I said this at the beginning, we've managed to work this out so that we can do it after hours, so that we still have our main income funding life.
Exactly.
So if something doesn't happen, or, you know, if a customer doesn't come in, or something happens and we don't have product, or, I don't know, the world closes down again, at least we have some income, so we're not reliant on that. And I think that's important to be able to do both at the moment, because I wouldn't want to quit work and rely on that, because that would be stupid. We'd be poor.
Absolutely not. So I think the other thing for us to focus on shortly as well is that obviously we're full steam ahead with the website and the content creation for the channel. But gee, it's the 4th day of winter and it's not too bad today. But it has been
It's
pretty
cold
in some of the other videos we've made. So
I went out the other day and I went to found us another company, and I went and had a chat to the owner about getting some more t-shirts done, some more logos, or have our logo on some more t-shirts. We looked at some hoodies, we got the catalogue and we're just going to go through. We're going to pick a couple. We're going to get maybe some shorts done, some hoodies, some crews, a couple more t-shirts, and maybe look at getting a jacket done. And that's just going to revamp the merch for us, and just basically have it so that we can wear it all the time, instead of going, oh, we're making this video, I need to make sure that this t-shirt's washed for this, you know.
Exactly. I think it's going to give us some more inspo to get out and make some videos even when it's cold, right? Because we're not going to be going, oh, we need to do it before this time because it's going to get cold.
And I haven't got a jacket.
Exactly.
And the other day when we were taking photos and filming Chris's car down at that special spot there, you were freezing.
Freezing. That was so cold. I think that was the moment for me that, yeah, we've got to go and get some more merch. So hopefully we can get that ordered within the next couple of weeks and have that flow through within the
and that's also going to
month.
That was also the other thing ticked off the list. Those 3 things, right? Produce more content, create this arm of the business, create the website, get some more merch out there. And so within the next month or so, I think we would have ticked all that off, and we'll be able to come back to you with how things are going.
Yeah, I think the exciting thing that we want to do on that journey as well is that on this website, and we'll talk more about this in some other videos, but we want to make sure that we continue to educate. So on that page, there's going to be some really short, clear, concise videos on what goes into the ceramic coating, what is the polishing, what is the decon, how do you aftercare, you know, how do you wash your car afterward? Because
it's
we
all
want
about
to provide all of that resource.
Educating the client so that they are not going, where did my money go for this, and actually I haven't got anything out of it. You know, I think the client needs to know what they're getting into, what they're buying, and that just helps sort of separate different from the industry that we've already found. You know, having that information available, I think, is really important, and that's what we're going to aim to do. And I think both of those arms of the business will feed into each other just perfectly.
Yeah, 100% agree. I'm really excited for what the next, I mean, we've got a lot of hard work ahead of us, but I'm excited for where things could go with Omni Garage. Cool, so there's another wash and talk under our belt. This thing was absolutely filthy today as well. We didn't really get too much into detail on the actual wash we did, but I quite enjoyed it.
You got so much tar on there.
I know, we really need to do a tar treatment on this.
But G-Wash is not the soap.
Nah, GSF.
It's
still GSF's at the top, isn't it?
GFC is still good, yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the problem with G-Wash is it comes in a 5 litre.
I know, we're going to have to probably just bite the bullet on that and wear it if it's the best soap out there.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do right now, we are 4:58, so we've got about 20 minutes left to golden hour. So we're going to actually shoot down right now.
Try our luck on the photos.
Give it a go.
Maybe even if it's just a practice run, at least we know what we want, what we don't want.
Probably come back home, do another waterless wash.
But that's pretty much it from my own garage. So we'll keep you updated with how things are doing, and you guys will probably know when the website's available. You'll be able to go check it out and see what we're trying to achieve here. But that's it, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.
Yeah, see you then.